Good morning. We are here coming at you live from Kappl, Austria. My name is Erica Vikander. I'm sitting here with Andrew Pollard. We are here to present to you the Freeride Junior World Championships presented by Dina Star, and we're excited to watch an incredible show today. Got tons of new snow. It's a bluebird day, and ready to watch some incredible runs go down.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what these young kids do. Happy to be here.
We're going to take a quick look at the highlight reel from last year's competition, so stay tuned and we'll see some awesome runs from last year. Today is shaping up to be an epic day. We've got about 40 centimeters of new snow. Sunshine is out, total bluebird, epic conditions. These kids are ready to throw down, and we cannot wait to check it out.
Yeah, some of the best snow I've skied in a long time out there today.
Yeah, just the ride from the lift down to the webcast station here was insane, so I can't even imagine how stoked these kids are. I'm a little jealous. The kids arrived yesterday, got to ski also some blower pow, and we have a short clip to show you some of their journeys to Kappl, so stay tuned and enjoy.
I'm Anu Bernard, I'm from Wanaka, New Zealand. We just showed up today, but I'm pretty excited to check it out.
28-hour no sleep to Austria from Japan, so I'm a crazy trip.
Oh my God, it's nothing like we have in Colorado at all.
Talking about how to pick features based on how easy they're going to be to find. Oh, the base is looking really good.
So what the juniors are going to be dealing with today. They have a really cool face out there. The snow looks perfect. It kind of slid when they were doing some control work, but that's what we appreciate. It's called Kveldspit. The start is at 27,330 meters, and the finish is 2,300 meters. That's 436 meters of vertical drop, and there's some pitches in there that average around 43 degrees. Some steeper stuff as well for those guys to get into. This is a super cool face. They've used this for the World Tour in the past, so I'm excited to see these juniors have a real venue and throw down.
A lot of these kids have some stuff to prove as well, so it's exciting to see what the future holds for the sport. And let's get ready for this year's Freeride Junior World Championships presented by Dynastar here at Kappl. We're going to go ahead and show you the
stomped run top to bottom.
3 times looking on the podium.
We are going to kick off the show today with the snowboard men category. Here is the start list for you. We've got 13 of the world's best juniors coming at you from all over the world. We've got a lot of representation from the USA. We've got New Zealand, Great Britain, Swiss, and Spain. So we're going to show you the winning run from last year's event. So stay tuned and check out some awesome clips.
Are here in Kappl to compete at this Freeride Junior World Championships. And here we go.
All right.
Dropping out and dropping in to the face around the Quellspitze.
Some new territory over there. First guy dropping over there. Nice little back turn.
First air.
Nice, stacking up points. Different line choice already too, very cool.
Really important point to be creative, showing the judges other lines they haven't seen yet.
So right there, that air, that's harder to get up on top of than you can see. It's actually a major steep upslope to get up on top of that. So it's definitely going to be hard for these guys to get that speed dial going into that.
Here we go.
Nice, linking up the middle feature. Oh man.
Oh, he's going for this cliff too
with the grab. Oh!
Yeah!
With the grab the whole time.
My goodness.
Wow, he just took off a little slower than Bjorn, and you can see he caught higher up on that landing, and it just worked out great for him.
This is what air and style is all about.
Yes, it is. Not only just sent one of the bigger cliffs, but he also held the grab the whole time and stomped it.
He has to be from the States.
Oh, he's fired up right now. He's like, all right, just make some nice turns, get to the finish.
Yeah.
Wow, we might be seeing a really good run right here.
Looking forward to a good score. He will get the man representing the United States of America, and he is stoked.
Oh, yeah. He's clapping his hands already, coming into the finish. Awesome.
There we go.
Sick run, Jesse. That was amazing.
Here we go. First replay of the top section where he enjoyed.
Oh, yeah, just a surfer turn right there.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm excited to see already one of these guys is starting to link up this middle feature. It's nice to see they're not just going to skip it.
And there we go. Oh, my goodness.
So stylish, too. Wow, he's got to be stoked right now.
All right, here we go. 81.00. Huge score for Jesse Abe.
Big score. Oh, man, he's excited.
You can hold that. Good run, bro.
Yeah, Jesse.
Yeah, great run, dude.
What an incredible run from the young American Jesse Aves last year. Super fun to watch.
Yeah, super good snowboarding out there, and I hope that the level gets pushed to that same bar again.
The conditions certainly look like they're going to provide for that.
Yeah.
Now, before we get started with the full webcast, we have one more clip to show you, which is one of my personal favorite videos. It is What is Competitive Freeriding? So for those of you that don't know, this will be a really educational piece for you. Hope you enjoy.
What is competitive freeriding? Well, after years of having fun, people began to wonder who was best. And so it began. A crew of skiers held a competition in Alaska. Next was Switzerland with the extreme Verbio. Gradually, these contests spread across the world and joined together as a single tour, and so it went global. The big show. But in the end, it comes down to one rider atop a mountain. And while safety equipment is abundant, the rules remain remarkably simple. There's a start on a peak and a finish at the bottom. There are no gates, no piste, no clock, and there's no practice run. Riders rely on a visual inspection and their imagination to create a line. Runs are judged using 5 subjective criteria, which means any approach or style has the potential to win. For riders, the pressure is immense and the margin between success and failure narrow. Over the years, competition has driven the sport to new heights, and now the only certainty is progression. This is competitive freeriding.
All right, there is a look at the start gate. That's the Queltspitze. Hopefully we got those snowboard men getting ready, getting excited.
And these guys have got to be super amped. This is almost perfect conditions for a contest like this. Fresh snow, bluebird skies, a face that could be used for a Freeride World Tour venue, or actually was used for a Freeride World Tour venue. So these kids have got a lot to prove. They're going to step up, and I'm sure they're going to show us an awesome show.
Yeah, you can see all the boys up there looking out their line. As a competitor myself, and you compete, Erica, too, my favorite part of competing is being up there with your friends. Everyone's scared and excited at the same time. So I'm super excited to watch the show with all their friends. Be sick.
There are certainly all of the feelings happening up there. I'm sure the riders are feeling a mix of emotions right now, from excitement to fear to just pure adrenaline and their hearts beating out of their chests. That's usually how I'm feeling when I'm standing up there. But we've got our first rider about ready to drop in here. This is Remy Benamo from Switzerland. And I can't wait to see what this kid's got to put down for us. He's currently sitting in 2nd place overall, so this could be a big deciding factor for him.
Yeah, he's coming off a win at the last junior comp, the Nandes Freeride Tour, so he's going to try and continue that energy and put down one now. Can't wait to see what he's got.
And Nandes is not a face to take lightly, so if he's got a win there, I can't wait to see what he's going to do for us on this face here. It's getting all amped up. We can see him on the start gate there. All right, we got a rider on course.
And it is on. The Freeride Junior World Championships presented by Dina Star. Ooh.
Nice first air there. Man, the snow looks awesome right now.
So like we said, he's kind of coming into that section that did slide earlier, so there's going to be some variable snow there. I hope the riders are prepared for the changing snow, because where it's deep, it's going to be really deep. Look at that slash.
He definitely looks like he's handling it like a pro. You can tell this guy rides a lot of POW back in home and is not afraid of some steep mountains. Can't wait to see what he has for the rest of the venue. Coming up over that ridgeline now. Man, look at how deep it is.
Trenching.
Woo! Nice, really good fluidity. And keeping his speed up too. When the snow is this deep, it's actually really difficult to keep your speed up and to keep your line in. And being the first rider through, there's not a whole lot of lines to set takeoffs for stuff. Oh man, just going down there. He's all right. He's stood back up. Like I was saying, that deep snow sometimes can catch you up a little bit. And luckily he's all right. He's still got the rest of his run. He might be able to make up some points. Still looks like he's enjoying it pretty heavily. Oh, nice slash there. Sure, he's feeling a little bit disappointed, but the rest of that run looked super solid. And I mean, man, look at the pow he's shredding right now. Cannot be too bummed about that.
Yep, now he's just chilling with the rest of us, and hopefully he's going to hang out and cheer on the rest of the snowboard field.
Pretty long venue, too. I mean, it's a lot of energy to go from all the way from the top there to the bottom in contest mode. Riding just normally is a little bit different than contest mode, and he handled that like a pro. We'll see what his score does for him here.
And yeah, the qualification for this competition is all the points from last year, so he's in second right now for the snowboarders on Region 2, so I'm sure that he has lots of other things that he can focus on for the rest of the season.
Great score, 88.33. That's a very solid score coming right off the bat, especially with a mistake in his run. He's got to be really happy about that.
Let's take a look back at the action. Just really milking those pow turns. And then kind of takes it to the hip there, but gets it back on the feet and then rides out. Look at that snow moving behind him.
Luckily, that was a best case scenario fall as well. Stoked he's okay.
And yeah, we could see that snow moving a little bit behind him. So for these guys who are dropping early, slough management is going to be a little bit of something that should be on their minds. And yeah, they should be excited because it looks deep.
Next up, we've got Nathan Bromley from the USA. He's got to be really stoked to be second person on this venue with all the fresh pow, and hopefully he can keep one on his feet.
Yeah, and giving the kudos to the boys up there. That's what I like to see. That's what it's all about.
So he's taking a slightly different line, going a little bit further over to the looker's left-hand side there, maybe trying to get above that crown that slid.
Oh,
nice.
Good first feature, controlling his speed good as he hits that harder snow. Still making it look like good skiing, snowboarding.
And we heard from the forerunner there is a little bit of firm chunks underneath the fresh powder where it did slide, so that he's handling it really well. You can tell by the bumps that's happening, and especially on a snowboard you can get bucked around really easily, but he's making it look super easy. Really good style, really surfy, which is what I love seeing, and let's see what he's got lined up for us here at the bottom.
Yeah, and this venue is really two-parted. It kind of comes and then benches over into this really flat section. And you can see there it's pretty disorienting as to where you can get onto that shelf from, because it almost goes completely uphill right there.
And like we mentioned, when the snow is this deep, it is actually quite difficult to navigate through. And you can see he's a little bit caught up right now. He's trying to get up over that hump and basically trying to dig himself out, which is not the most fun, especially on a snowboard. It's a little bit more difficult to free yourself than when you're on skis and you can push forward with your poles. But he's not giving up, which is what I like to see. He's going to make it over and hopefully lace the rest of his run here. Come on, Nathan, you're almost there.
Yeah, really looking forward to what he's going to do down low here.
All right, looks like he's freed himself up here, and now he's got something lined up. Hopefully he'll get some good drops in and make up some points for that little hiccup there.
Yeah, that was a really cool double, though.
Close.
Really like to see the creativity there.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice landing.
Yeah, look at how deep the pow is. I mean, he's seriously waist deep every turn he makes.
And one more.
Nice. Oh, tried to poke out a little method there, which I love seeing. That's a classic snowboard grab. And he looks like he's having fun despite a couple of little minor hiccups in his run. Can't complain about those face shots, though. Now just cruising, popping a little ollie there, arcing some turns. Yeah, I love seeing that. Still having fun. That's what it's all about. These kids have got a lot of snowboarding ahead of them still, so minor hiccups in the runs. There's plenty of room for improvement, and I'm sure he feels that as well, but that was an incredible run, and this is not a face that you can take lightly. So proud of these guys for sending the way they are, and hopefully he feels good about his run at the bottom, because it's not easy. Let's see what the judges have for him.
Let's look at a replay of that bottom part. Cool little double drop there. Got a little bit hung up though. So a lot of this venue benches a lot. So for people who are going to ski or snowboard this thing well, you got to be ready to adapt to a lot of different transitions. I think that that's where we're going to see most of our issues today. But look at how covered in snow he is. He's got a powder cone on the back of his helmet. That's what we like to see.
He does. Looks like he ended up with a 15 there. And like I said, he'll have plenty of room for improvement in the next coming events. And great job out there, Nathan. Next up, we've got Pau Riba Arjona from Spain.
Yeah, he's from Barcelona and shreds at Bacaria. And yeah, we're really excited to see what he puts down. His coach is a super cool guy.
I like what he's lining up here already, though. Looks like he's trying to get into some techie stuff, putting down a nice little arrow up top, shutting down the speed. Well done. Arcing some turns now here. I like the speed he's keeping up. Now, hopefully he doesn't get caught up on that same little bench that Nathan did, and he can make it over to the bottom part of the venue.
Yeah, Pa is in 5th right now overall for the snowboarders in the junior tour, so he's got a lot of stuff to be proud of, and I'm really excited to see him come into the bottom part of this venue.
Now, the judges are looking for creativity in the line choice, so the more you can do that's different than the competitors ahead of you, the better usually. So it looks like he's taking a slightly different entrance. Again, getting a little caught up on that uphill going into the next part of the venue, but hopefully he's got something really creative lined up down here to make up some of those points, and luckily he didn't get hung up for too long.
Yeah, nice maneuver with the worm turn there, as we would call it.
Oh yeah, just ripping Pau now. Love it. Good slough management on that little spine there. All right, he's got a little air lined up for us here. Nice stomp, sick. Oh yeah, he looks like he's having a blast now. If he can keep it together on his feet here, I think this will be a pretty good score. Shoot.
Just taking it to the back there. Oh, that was such a good cliff up high. One of the best stomps we've seen all day for sure.
I think with the conditions, again, it's going to be difficult. We'll see probably quite a few mistakes today, which is part of the game. If you're going for it, there's going to be mistakes made, and I love seeing these kids go for it. And again, they still look like they're having a blast, ripping some turns, getting a face shot in there. So good for him. I hope that this score reflects how much fun he just had on that run.
Yeah, I'm super excited to watch all these guys ski the Pau at the bottom. That's been the highlight of my day. Yeah, getting more. That GoPro is not going to be filming anything.
Yeah, that GoPro's been white since the first turn he made. Nice little air there. Solid stomp. To a nice little slash there. Let's see what the judges have for him. He's got to be pretty happy with that run, though.
Look at the powder beard. He's stoked. He's having a good time. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Taking a little bit of time to deliberate, which is usually a good sign.
Looks like he wants to give a shout out to the vertical unit. Yeah, and he is in 1st right now with a 40.
Nice.
That is great for him. We're stoked. I can't believe that the bar has been set, and now 40 is the score to beat for the rest of the day. But man, look at that GoPro. That's how you know it's a good time. Yeah,
he's caked in there, and 40 is a pretty good baseline score, but I think there's going to be quite a few kids that want to up that score. So let's see what Colin Lacey from the USA has to do for us, and he's dropping in right now.
Yeah, Colin is 18 years old, so some of that older graduating class, but put down some runs last year, so he deserves to be here, and we're excited to see what he puts down. He's going for that same top feature that those guys have wanted.
Nice.
Ooh, kind of switching around.
He's
going to keep it on his feet. That won't dock his fluidity.
And you can tell it's quite bumpy underneath there. You can tell by the chatter of his board underneath. This is probably the toughest part of the venue with the hard snow there. Now he's making his way back over to the soft step, up over that ridge line, and hopefully he can line up a few features down here, and that small little butt check won't dock him too much. Unfortunately, a lot of these guys are getting caught up on that uphill there, and
this is the snowboard trap.
It is. It can be quite difficult with the heavy snowpack and lots of snow and a slight uphill. So hopefully the rest of the competitors up top are taking note of this, and you got to really carry speed up over that ridge line so that you can carry it into the next feature. But he's back up now, and let's see what he's got for us. Nice turns, just arcing his way through this little gully here.
Ooh, and finding that good snow.
Man, it looks like fun. Okay, getting over to some new stuff. Little air there, nice one. Keeping it together so far.
And he's going into a much bigger piece of terrain than those other guys. Let's see if he bites it off.
Lining himself up for something here. Nice, good stomp.
Yeah, keeping it on his
Sick.
feet.
Good ride out. He kind of straight lined out of there. Now he's just arcing some turns. Keep it together and on the feet, man. It'll be a really good score, I think. Looked like such a fun run. Now he's just cruising, surfing some turns down here. Man, that snow looks awesome. Nothing like getting face shots almost every turn on a contest venue. Coming from the North American qualifiers where Andrew and I came from, it's pretty unusual that that happens. So these kids are super lucky and really stoked. You can tell he's having a great time, popping around, making it look fun and playful. And I hope he's got a good scorer coming in for him, making his way.
Speaking of that, oh, here we go. Coming back to a highlight of that last drop. Really good management of his slough there and puts it right to the feet. That's exactly what those judges are looking for. Coming in and out nice and smooth. He's stoked. He's got the fans there in the crowd.
Yeah, look at that smile on the face. That's what it's all about, having fun, being stoked at the bottom of your run. He should be really proud of that run. It's like I keep saying, it is not an easy venue, and these kids are really representing. Nice, with a 50.67. Awesome. Nice run there, Colin. We'll see how that score holds up for the rest of the day, but that's pretty darn good for now. And next up, we've got Stephen Bailey, also coming from the USA. We've got a strong representation from the US, which makes me incredibly happy because that's where Andrew and I both hail from. And let's see what Stephen's got in store for us.
There he is, Stephen Bailey. And he's on course. Yeah, and it's really unique because these runs that all these Americans are skiing, we're not used to doing visual inspection. Back in the States, we sometimes get an on-hill inspection to look at our features. So this is all a super cool experience for those guys to get used to learning how to ride these bigger lines and just look at it from the bottom, because when you're filming, that's exactly what you're going to do. So it's a great experience for all these guys to come and learn.
And it is certainly much harder than it looks. You can stand there at the bottom, look at a mountain and think, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to go to there, I'm going to do that. And once you get up there, everything looks completely different. And the way these kids are handling the terrain and keeping their line up, keeping their fluidity, keeping their speed is really, really impressive. So we've got a bright future ahead of us in the competitive freeride aspect. And he made it up over. Nice.
He made it without getting stuck.
All right.
That is what I'm talking about.
Keeping the fluidity alive. Now he's on this nice spine here. Let's see how he manages this slough. Nice. Throwing some turns, getting those face shots. You see all the snow breaking off on either side. He's really handling it super well. Nice little shoot, good exit, holding it together there. Man, he looks like he's having a good time.
Oh, and he's going to bite off a big one.
Woo!
Yo! That was a huge air.
That was big. Oh, a little bit of snow fell on top of him, and he looks like he's okay. He's wiggling around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's up.
Julian Carr would be proud of that one. That was a huge huck. Definitely the biggest move we've seen all day.
It certainly was. That was a big drop. And luckily the snow is deep, and he's back up. He's on his feet and making his way back towards the bottom now.
He was just having a little hot tub party by himself, you know.
Everybody loves a good hot tub party, especially when the snow's that deep.
Ooh, a nice little wave there.
Throwing up the rooster tail, slashing, bashing. Just making it look like fun, and like I keep saying, that's what it's all about.
Watching all these snowboarders actually makes me want to go snowboard, pal.
You're telling me, man. All right. Quick little look again at this top feature, lining up this little chute here. He really handled that super well, pointed it out, shut down the speed. Awesome. Great couple of turns afterwards. And this air.
It's huge. You can see him. I think it was a little bigger than he even expected.
And it looked like it was a bit flat for the landing. So, I mean, he would have had to be real backseat and probably going a bit faster to really pull that one off. But I applaud his efforts. That was an epic drop.
Hot tub party.
All right. Stephen Bailey with the 10. So that puts him in 5th place. And got to be proud of your efforts, man. That was a sick run.
Yeah, definitely the biggest huck of the day. So you should be proud of that one.
Next up, we've got Elliot Danzer. He's currently sitting in 3rd place overall. He's also from Switzerland. And he looks like he is ready to put one down. Hailing from the Alps, I'm sure he's used to this kind of terrain. And you can tell by the confidence in his riding style right now. Air right off the top, handled it. Going really fast. He's really handling this super well. Shutting it down, arcing some turns here, making it look like fun.
Ooh, you can see that there's still some chunks under that snow there. Managing that well, though. Now he's into the deep pow. I bet that feels really good after coming off the slide debris.
Yeah, definitely. He's really handling this terrain super well. Hopefully he can make it up and over this.
Yes,
awesome.
Up and over the snowboard trap with an air.
Awesome. That was great. This is a really solid line so far. Arcing some more turns into this gully. Now if he can line up a couple of big airs here at the bottom, I think he's going to have an incredible score.
This is going to be a really good run.
Nice.
Yeah,
oh, handled
landing.
it. Man, that was a good air. Looks like he's lining up another one here for us. Nice. Oh, that's all right. Quick little butt check. That's still going to be a pretty high score, I would think. He's handling the variable snow conditions super well, keeping the speed up, arcing the turns. Look at the style, man. He looks like he's just having the most fun. Popping some ollies, keeping it up. Ew.
Yeah, I love watching all these snowboarders cruise at the bottom. It's like a movie.
Yeah, he's getting his surf style on right now. I love that style. Here's a quick little look.
This was the best part of the run, man. Up and over the snowboard trap, making it look like it's nothing. Everyone else is stuck. He's like, no way.
And stomping through that deep snow in the flat landing as well. That's not easy to do on a snowboard. This is a nice little air too. Stomp right away. Well executed.
Yeah, perfect stomp. And you can tell down here that that first one was so deep, I would expect the next one to be, but that slid right there. So a little bit of a hard landing. That's like what we were talking about. Some of the hardest part of competing on a venue like this is you have no idea where those hard spots are.
Oh, with a 65. Moves into 1st place with a score of 65. He's got to be super stoked on that, and that's a pretty good baseline score to hold off some of the other competitors. We've still got 7 more to drop after him, so hopefully that 65 will keep him in the top 3 or top 5. Nice run.
Yeah, he's got to be stoked at that one. I was stoked on it. Nice fluid run. That's what the judges want to see. Fluidity is one of the most important things about freeriding. You don't want to fight the mountain. You want to ride the mountain.
That is very true. You want to run down the mountain like a drop of water would run down. Next up, we've got Tilden Woolley, also from the USA. He wants to give a shout out to Head Snowboard, the Squaw Alpine snowboard team, his parents, and his coaches. Let's see what Tilden's got to offer us on this face. Now that there's some tracks laid in, I think it's going to get a little bit easier for these guys to make it through all of the terrain and the features.
He's psyched up there. You can see him fist bumping.
Wonder what he's listening to.
Skrillex for sure.
Yeah, that head shake.
Yeah, dude, he's looking at the mountains. I was losing my mind this morning looking at the surrounding mountains. It's such a beautiful place, Kappl. I know for all of us Americans, these mountains are just huge, so it's always such a mind blow to come over to Europe and ski these huge faces.
Absolutely. It's unbelievable around here, and just the access to the terrain is something that we as Americans are really, really not used to. And it's great to see all these kids from the U.S. out here representing and holding their own against all these kids that come from the Alps and ride this kind of terrain all the time. It's really cool.
Yeah, and Tilden is from Squaw. You can see his coach back there. That was a great program that I grew up competing against, but you don't really compete against people, you compete with people, so.
That's right, you're mostly competing against yourself.
On that team, so. And it is on for Tilden. He's stoked, giving the camera a wave. I hope some of his friends back in Tahoe are watching. It's super early in the morning right now back home, so.
It is. Those are some good buddies if they're up there watching. I'm sure he wants to give a shout out to you guys too. Nice little air off the top there, handling it well, shutting down the speed. I think the top of this venue really plays for regular footed people. Being on your toe side edge when you're handling these kind of conditions, especially coming across a ridgeline like that, is really beneficial. He's shutting it down, coming back down over to this ridge, the death trap, as you like to say.
Snowboard trap. Yeah, making it up and over like it's nothing.
Oh, yeah, finding that fresh pow, getting into that gully there. Let's see what he's got lined up at the bottom for us here. Great run so far.
Squaw Valley is a spot that I've skied before in the past, and it gets really warm sometimes, and then it can snow 6 feet the next day. So this venue, with it being the variable conditions like it is, I think he's going to do a good job of handling that. And did a nice little drop there, perfect stomp. Then lined up one of these spines at the bottom.
Just
yeah,
barely went out of
it.
sight. That was awesome. So that's 3 hits in a row where he stomped. This is going to be a really good run, probably a contender for that top spot. Milking some turns down here, keeping the vibe alive, having fun. Man, I want to go out there and rip pow with these guys.
Yeah, the Squaw Valley boy has got to be happy with that one. Let's take a look at that top move. This landing looks pretty hard because you can see it slid right there, but he makes it look like it's nothing, just putting those stomping legs on and riding right out of that. Super good control.
And the next couple of airs too, this one here. Nice little ollie, stomped it, lined up for the next thing. Coming in. Great control on that as well. So slowing himself down, lining himself up perfectly. That was almost a flawless run. He's got to be really stoked.
Oh, in second place. He's going to be psyched with that one. Stoked for the kid. Look at the smile on that. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, second place with a score of 60.0. That's an awesome, awesome score, and he's got to be really hyped. Next up, we've got Ronan Thompson. He has three-star wins. He was this is also his first year doing freeride competitions. So he is a slopestyle rider, so he's going to bring some style in for us. He's currently sitting in first overall, and stoked to see what Ronan's got for us.
Yeah, I've met Ronan doing the tour this year and hanging out with him. The junior tour has been following us around, and Ronan's shredded with us a bunch, and I'm really looking forward to what this guy's going to throw down. He's a super good buddy, and man, the Kiwis are always a great time to hang out with.
Nice little air there, holding it together. You can see it got firmed up where it slid from earlier and they bombed. Nice little air.
That was definitely the best we've seen that middle section be ripped all day, making 2 big turns. The judges are going to really like that.
Coming towards that middle section, nice little air.
Yeah, off the wave.
Solid, solid. Oh man, he is opening up now, keeping the speed and the fluidity alive. What's he got in store for us down here? Nice little shoot. Shutting down.
Going super fast. Yeah, slarving one down. That was a super fun run. Really fast. Not a ton of features, but man, that guy rips. I'm super excited to see what he's got coming next year when he qualifies through to the qualifiers.
Yeah, he's got, nice little front 3 butter. The rest of that run, though, so fast, so fluid, style for days, and this kid's just always smiling, super stoked. That was a really fun run to watch.
Yeah, it was really funny. We got to ski with him during the comp in Andorra, and he showed up all of us Freeride World Tour skiers, so that was pretty sick. And yeah, just wheeling out of that one, but keeping it on his feet and just ripped that top section. Everyone else was going slow. Ronan's like, no way. I'm going to get a little air, cruise through.
The future is very bright for the Freeride World Tour and the World Qualifiers, and these kids are forces to be reckoned with. Nice little air off the snowboard trap there, making it look easy, surfing some turns through, and man, that was a fast run. I'm curious to see what the judges do with that.
He's stoked. He's still going to go shred after the comp harder than everyone else again, I'm sure.
Got the face shots covered in snow. That's always how you want to look by the end of your run. Judges are taking a little while to deliberate this, so that usually is a good sign. They're really thinking about it, and let's see what they have in store for him. With a 53, which puts him into 3rd place. Pretty good with that little bobble. And next up, we've got Charlie O'Shea dropping in from Great Britain, which is not a place you usually associate with snow, but there's some incredible rippers coming out of there, and quite a few kids from Great Britain actually in this Freeride Junior World Championship here in Kappl. Nice air off the top there, keeping the speed up, shutting it down. Beautiful arcing turns. That's what the judges really like to see. Nice little ollie there. Fun run so far. He's really going a little bit further over up top than most of the other riders did, and maybe he's going to drop into a different zone. Keeping the speed up to get over this little spine here. Oh, nice little shifty over into that main gully that a lot of the other riders have been in. Still quite a bit of great snow in there. I mean, for 9 people having gone through, he's... Oh!
Oh, and a little tumble there.
That's all right. Right back to the feet, though. He's still up, still vibing.
Let's see what he's got off the bottom. Nice little exit into that chute. Oh, and just getting wallowed again. It's got to be super hard for these guys right now. When I was skiing, I couldn't believe how bottomless the snow was, which definitely sometimes makes it pretty hard to land in. So.
And with the sun out like it is now, I was quite cold overnight, so the sun is warming up the snow, so it may be getting a little bit heavier and a little bit harder to stomp. So on a snowboard, if you get your nose dug in at all, you're pretty much bound to tomahawk. So the conditions are changing. It looks like almost every run for these guys, but they're still going for it. Those were 2 really solid airs. Nice little shifty up over there, and unfortunately had a couple of tomahawks, but the rest of that run was really solid. Nice little air here. Just barely going over the handlebars there, right back to the feet, which is what, you know, best case scenario tomahawk. This one is a little bit more of a catch up at the bottom there, but man, what a solid run. Making his way into the finish line now. Let's see what the judges have for him as far as a score goes. Yeah, you can see he's got snow packed into every crevice of him. Great run, though, man.
Yeah, he's got to be happy to be here. Just to be with this crew is such an honor, and like all these guys who qualified for this, you should be so proud of yourself because it is not an easy accomplishment. You're at the World Championships for your sport, so.
It's pretty incredible. I mean, like I said, this is the future of our sport, and it is looking incredibly bright. These kids have got a lot to prove. They're showing off all their skills and moves. And Charlie O'Shea with a 42, which puts him into 5th place. Not a bad score, honestly, for a couple of tomahawks there. And luckily, he's still smiling. He's all right, and he's going to live to ride another day. Next up, we've got Dagan Schwartz, also from the U.S. We got a rider on course now, cruising over that ridge line. Really solid so far, keeping the speed up, keeping those bumps under wrap. Looks like he's going to try to line up an air here.
Yeah, and he is riding for DC and LibTech.
Lace that top air there, shut it down, and cruising through this midsection now. Nice turns, keeping the vibe alive, keeping the speed up.
Yeah, and he's actually 16 years old, so he's in the younger part of the field, but he's from Crested Butte. So being from Crested Butte, it's just like Tahoe. Those guys know how to ride really variable snow, and I'm sure he's going to use those skills today. We were getting a little stuck in the snowboard trap, but he's going to get through nice and easy.
Still just finding so much fresh snow over there. It's kind of incredible. Making his way down, throwing up some pow. Nice turns, really keeping the speed up. Looks like he's having a blast, too. All right, got a little air lined up for us there. Nice little pop over. He's still on his feet. Arcing his way down through a new section that we haven't seen anybody go through yet. Let's see what he's got up in store for us here. Little air, possibly. Nice. Awesome stomp there, riding out, keeping it clean, keeping it on the feet. Aside from that one tiny little bobble up over the spine to get into that second zone, that was one of the more solid runs I've seen today.
Yeah, that was a good one. I mean, it goes to show he's a man of many passions. You know, he plays soccer too, so really good with that hand-foot coordination. But on top of that, he's a kendama guru. He's into basket weaving and upside-down hang gliding.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talk about a well-rounded young man.
Yeah, that's why he puts airs to his feet like that. So.
This is a nice air down here too. He's got that snow falling behind him. Nice little ollie here, stomp, and rode away super clean. That's what we like to see. That's what the judges like to see. Making his way into the finish line now. He's got to be stoked. It's a nice run there. I'll have to see what the judges have to think about that, but his coach looks like he's super happy, and he's got to be really proud of his efforts there. Throwing up a little Wu-Tang Clan sign. It's for the children.
Yeah, and repping one of those party on stickers. Love to see that. Stoked that people are repping for a party.
Yeah. He's a good dude, good friend. I actually went to high school with him in Park City. It's nice to see that the vibe is still alive. Tony, we're thinking about you. Let's see what the judges have in store for him. They're deliberating pretty hard right now, so that's usually a pretty good sign. I think that, in my opinion, is probably a top 5 run. That was probably one of the most fluid ones we've seen so far.
Yeah, he's got to be stoked with that one. 3rd place.
Nice, 53.67. He's got to be stoked on that. And there are only 3 competitors left. So that could, you know, he could hold off into a top 3 spot. Next, we've got Martin Aby from France. And he's probably no stranger to big venues and deep POW like this. So let's see what Martin's got for us.
Yeah, and he's going straight fall line out of the gate, going really fast. That's what the judges like to see.
Wow.
Ripping that snow.
No holding back here for Martin. He has something to prove, and man, this is a good run so far.
That was
crushing it.
Some of the most impressive snowboarding I've seen all day.
Oh, nice little pop up and over that spine into the main gut here. Man, he is not holding back.
Oh, no.
Just barely getting caught up there. And like I said, I think the snow is getting a little bit heavy and it's a bit grabby. So these guys they've got some variable conditions to work with. Nice little air there, holding it together. I mean, the speed he took up top was incredible. Minus that one little bobble, he's still got some points to make up, and he might still be able. Oh!
He said his favorite trick was a back 3 in his bio, but he was about to take it to 5 there. That was super sick vision.
He went front 5 there.
Front 5. That's why you're the snowboard commentator and I'm the ski commentator.
That was sick, though. I'm not sure if he meant to do a 5 or if he just over-rotated slightly. Either way, that was a full send, and that's what we'd like to see there, man. That was a sick run.
Yeah, man, that kid was ripping, going so fast.
And now just straight lining out. We haven't seen anybody do that. Going to take a quick look again at his up and over feature here into the main gut. Man, just really carrying that speed. Just barely getting that that backside edge caught under the heavy snow there.
Yeah,
and here's this front 5 attempt. Almost, he just barely under-rotated. Had he gone a little further with the rotation, he may have rode away from that, but that was sick. You rarely see people trying to land switch in snowboard events especially, and that was impressive to watch, man.
Yeah, he's going to be bummed with that, but I appreciate the vision for sure. That was a super cool move at the bottom there.
Yeah.
I know that all those other competitors just had a little vision of what the future holds.
Totally. I just had a vision of what the future holds, and this kid's got some places to go.
You going to do a front 5?
Maybe. The Beck is a pretty intimidating venue.
Don't even talk about the Beck. And next, we got another man from Spain, Luca Muñoz de Morales. So,
still waiting on the score here from Martin. The judges Must have really liked the attempt and the speed and fluidity on that line, though, and the trick that just happened at the bottom. That front five, like I said, is not a trick you see very often in these competitions. So let's see what they've got for him. Really taking their time here, which as a competitor always makes you super nervous when the judges are taking forever trying to get your score in order. You're sitting there and all of the thoughts are going through your head. He's still got a smile on his face, though. Looks like his spirits are up, and he gets to just go ride PAL for the rest of the day, so he's got to be pretty stoked. Looks like he's giving a shout-out to Jones there. Just waiting for the scores, and still just smiling, stoked. These competitors, like we keep saying, have got to be so excited about all the fresh snow. It's nothing better than riding a venue like this with tons of new snow overnight and sunshine. The rest of the week, they actually had a weather window for, but today was the only day that looked like sunshine, and it's amazing that they got the contest off. Shout out to all of the volunteers and workers and everybody that helps facilitate getting this event going. Couldn't do this stuff without you. Man, he's got to be freaking out. All right, so a 46, which puts him into 6th place. Considering the mistakes there, that's a pretty darn good score, and he's got to be pretty stoked. Great run. 2 competitors left here. We've got Lucas Munoz de Morales from Spain dropping in next, and he looks hyped. Got a rider on course.
Yeah, and he's going out to that looker's left side. He's going to go out to where those other snowboarders have dropped in. Off that nice little chocolate chip piece over there.
Keeping it together, lining up a little air here. Nice, got the grab in. Quick little butt check, but got a nice little indie grab in there, which the judges like to see. Every time you can grab or do a little tweak or shifty or something like that, that just adds to your points. Adds to your air and style. So far, he's looking pretty solid, keeping the speed up. Let's see if he can make it up over this ridge line here. Coming up over. Nice. Made it through, no bobbles. Into the main gut here. Ripping some turns. Keeping his speed up, handling the chop that is now happening and settling in a little bit. Making it look pretty easy, nice little ollie.
Yeah, and he is riding for Rome, SDS, and PAC. His favorite trick is a method grab, which I respect a lot.
Nice, another little popper there, but the variable conditions are eating some of these competitors, but he's still on his feet. You know, those quick little bobbles aren't going to hurt you too much as far as the scores go, but now he's out into some freshies, and man, that looks like fun.
Yeah, he's going to rip it.
Going for a bit of a straight line here. Everybody loves a good old straight line going down. He looks stoked.
Yeah, party run for sure.
Ew. Handling the bumps and stuff, keeping it together. Here's a quick another little look at the top section. Nice little ollie at the bottom, coming into the finish line. It was a pretty great run. A couple of tiny mistakes, but overall it was really fluid and looked like he had quite a bit of fun.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. If you're having fun, the judges are having fun.
Gotta be stoked. It's fun to stand down there at the bottom, wipe off your board, give a shout out to your sponsors. Quick little look again at his top air here. This is where he gets that nice little indie grab in. Tiny little mistake, but got right back to his feet. Ripping some nice turns through the middle of his run here. Nice little pop back into it. Again, those variable snow conditions are just giving these kids a ride, but he ends up with a 33.33, which puts him in a 9th place. Not a bad showing for a couple of mistakes on the run. Nice job, man.
Yeah, he's got to just be stoked to be here riding PAL with all of his friends.
We got one more competitor left coming from France. This is Maxime Gary. Sometimes being the last competitor really puts a lot of pressure on you, but you also know what you need to do in order to get on the podium. And this kid is probably no stranger to big mountains and deep snow. Let's see what he's got in store for us. We've got a rider on course.
Yeah, a strong French contingency here today. We really love all those Frenchmen. We have a great time with them on tour. We have a bunch of them as well, and the French style is just really sick. I think having influences like Xavier and Victor Delarue has been super cool for all these guys. I'm sure that they look up to them a lot, and he's putting some really good turns down. You can see it's super steep up there.
Yeah, and France just hails some really, really strong riders, both skiers and snowboarders, and he is no stranger to being a strong rider. He's holding it together really well here, slowing it down a little bit in the midsection. Looks like he's thinking about what he's going to do for the rest of his run, making his way over towards the little spine to get up into the main gully on the bottom section. Let's see what he's got for us. Just coming back up over. Now that there's some lines through, it's a bit easier, I think, for these guys to get up and over. The first couple competitors had a real hard time getting over that deep snow and the uphill, but no trouble for Maxime, and he's coming right into the gut now. Gonna line up a couple features for us at the bottom. Oh, just barely going down.
That slough looks like it's getting pretty warm and hard for these snowboarders to deal with.
You got to really lean back when it's like that out there, and it's really tiring, especially on that back leg, this deep snow, and when it gets a bit heavy like that, takes a lot of endurance to make it down a face this long and steep. So looks like he's lining up a little air for us here. Nice. Solid air, great stomp, lining up something else right here. Quick little stop, but still pretty fluid.
Yeah, scoping his line from the side there and then coming down that chute.
Made it through, no problem. Arcing some more pow turns here. Now he's just cruising.
Yeah, he's going to go out to the side and get some pow. I respect that a lot.
Surf
That's what I would
it.
be doing if I was skiing this venue.
Oh, yeah, man. Keep it surfy, keep it fun. Throw some snow up into your face and make it look like you're having fun, because like we keep saying, if you look like you're having fun, the judges really appreciate that, and they want you to be having fun, because that's what it's all about. Arcing some turns here. Yeah. Take a quick look again at the main middle part of his run. Getting into that gully, some nice pow turns right there. Throwing up some snow. Onto his next little air here. This was a really solid one. Nice little pop. Got the grab, stomp, rode away clean. That's what the judges really like seeing.
Yeah, and that straight line chute looks pretty fun in there. A lot of riders choosing that option as a way out. Seems like you can see it pretty well from behind, and that's what it's all about. Like, for some of these guys, I know that the Europeans do the visual inspection all the time, but it's hard to learn how to visually inspect on a big face like this.
It is. It can be quite intimidating, but these kids, like I keep saying, are really handling this venue like pros, and it's super fun to watch, and I can't wait till they all get into the qualifiers and hopefully the World Tour. Now that feeling of uncertainty at the bottom of your run, which we're both very familiar with, waiting for your score to come through. He looks a bit unsure, but I think it was a pretty solid run. I don't know if it'll break him into the top 3, but it's a pretty solid run.
Yeah, he should be proud of his efforts here today. It's a big venue with a lot of deep snow to manage.
Still got a smile on his face, probably rethinking everything that just happened up there. I love that sticker, smile at snowboarding. Still waiting for that score here. He was the last snowboarder, so this is going to be the deciding factor for the top 3 and the rest of the crew.
Yeah, the judges taking their time. They want to get it right. These kids spend a bunch of time to come over here with their parents and their coaches. So those judges really thinking about and deliberating it before they just hand out scores. So like to see that.
Yeah, it's much appreciated from everyone, especially the competitors, but also the coaches and parents. These kids spend so much effort and time getting over here. He's giving his shout out to Battalion there. You can see at the bottom of his snowboard. I'm sure they're stoked to see a rider out here at the Freeride Junior World Championship. Looks like he's going to end up in 8th place with a 41. Great riding from all of these guys. That was super fun to watch. And we're going to take a look at the top scores now, see where everybody ended up. You can see our top 3, second and third, both U.S. riders. In first place, we got Elliot Danzer from Switzerland.
Yeah, with a 65, that's a good score. He just nudged out Tilden Woolley from the USA and Deegan Schwartz from the USA. So, and then really tight in between Deegan and Ronan there. And then Colin rounding out the top 5. So really impressed with what went down today. I can't wait to see all you guys kill it in the future. And there's the rest of those scores there. Unfortunately, those guys haven't bobbles, but they should still be proud to be here and stoked to be riding such a cool face with such a good group of people.
Yeah, just incredible riding from all of these guys. I mean, honestly, this is a big face. It's deep snow, variable conditions, and they really handled it super well. Next up, we have got the snowboard women. Here's the start list. We've got 5 ladies, 2 from the U.S., 1 from France, 1 from Great Britain, and 1 from Switzerland. So we're going to start off first here with Zoe McGeorge. I can't wait personally to see what these ladies have to show for us because this is the future of my sport. Being a snowboarder, it's really fun for me to watch what these ladies have to put down.
Yeah, hopefully they put the men to shame.
I hope so too, especially with that International Women's Day we just had, so the girl power is fully alive and the vibe is high, and I hope these girls are stoked. And now that there's a few tracks in the hill, I think it's going to be easier for them to get up and over and into some of those features in the main gut. So put it down for us, girls.
And this is the second field of the day. We have snowboard men, snowboard women, ski women, and then ski men. So we're in the second part of our day. Stoked to watch this international field throw down.
And currently, Zoe McGeorge is sitting in 2nd place overall. She's definitely a strong rider. All of these guys that come from the Alps have really got some strong skill sets, and can't wait to see what Zoe's got for us here. She's got a few seconds, and I'm sure she's up there getting in the zone, getting extra strapped in, taking her time. Got to make sure all those bindings are super tight. I know my feet are basically numb because my bindings are so tight at the top. I don't know if you feel your feet, but I certainly don't.
I'm in ski boots. It
so
hurts.
No. Yeah, Zoe's looking like she's pretty amped up, ready. Got coach up there with her. Let's see what this young lady has to do for us. And I am very familiar with dropping first. 6 of my 8 starts on the Freeride World Tour, I have gone first, and it can be a little bit nerve-wracking, but sometimes you get to put the baseline, and she looks like she's in the zone, ready to throw down. So get it, girl.
Yeah, and she'd like to give out a shout-out to her sponsors, West Snowboarding and Rip Curl. I know they're stoked to have a girl out here representing them, so proud.
Oh, yeah. All right, looks like she's about ready to drop in here. Taking those last few breaths, getting in the zone. Looking around, taking in the view. It's hard not to be distracted by the beautiful mountains up there. All right, we got our first rider on course for the snowboard women category. Let's see what she's got for us.
Yeah, the shredder from Switzerland coming into the top.
She's making her way over to that same top feature that a lot of the guys were riding. That's exactly what I like to see. Keeping the speed up. Really nice and fluid so far, handling the bumps. Keeping it alive. Quick little bobble there, but looks like she's going to line up a little air. Nice little popper there, keeping it on her feet. Some beautiful turns through the middle of this section. I think, like I said, this is probably one of the most difficult sections on the face just because where it's slid and it's quite firm underneath there. She's making her way over to the rider's right, or excuse me, the looker's right side now. Deep snow again. Man, that looks like fun. Handling it. Now let's see what she has to offer for us over in this second section of the venue.
Oh, and yeah, going to a cool new part of the venue. We haven't seen anyone go over there, girl or guy, so excited to see Zoe open up a new zone.
Oh, just having a quick little bobble there. Looks like she's okay, but yeah, the judges love seeing you get creative with your line choice, and she's going somewhere that nobody else has gone yet, so I applaud her efforts on that. She's keeping her speed under control here, making her way back towards the middle. Nice turns. Oh, just a quick little hang up there, unfortunately. She just barely went out of view, but I think she's okay. Should be popping back up here any second. It's so deep when you go down like that, it's kind of hard to get yourself unstuck, unfortunately, but can't quite see her yet. Oh, there she is.
Oh, and
Still
she's going to
making
get
her
a
way.
last cliff there.
Nice. Ah, I love that she went for that, though. Sometimes when you go down, you want to try to make up some points, and sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't, but that was sick to see her go for it either way.
Yeah, I really appreciate seeing Zoe out here, putting it down with the ladies. Super cool to watch them come from all over and compete in this contest.
Absolutely. And while the women's snowboard field is pretty small, these are all strong riders, and it's amazing to see these girls representing from all over the world. Unfortunately, a little bobble there in the middle of her run, but man, strong riding from Zoe, and I'm sure she's got a lot more to offer us in the coming years.
Yeah, and this is a hard field to make. You got to be top 5 in the world.
Yep. And that's something to be super proud of. I mean, these girls can honestly say they're top 5 best snowboarders in the junior category in the entire world. So congrats to her. I can't say enough how difficult and long this face is, and these kids are handling it so well. It's really cool to watch, and I'm sure her parents and sponsors and coaches are really proud of her. And I hope she is too, because that was not an easy face. Milking a few more turns here at the bottom. She heads into the finish line. See where she ends up in the judging here. Couple of mistakes, but overall pretty solid riding from Zoe out here.
Yeah, really working that powder at the bottom. Love to see that. Getting some face shots.
Looks like she's going to end up with a 5, which will be not the best score I'm sure she's ever received, but again, she should be super proud of her efforts. We all make mistakes, and as long as she's all right, still smiling at the bottom, that's all that really matters, and she's still smiling.
To be here. She's smiling.
Covered in pow at the bottom of your run. Not too shabby. Up next, we've got Callie Loeb. She's from the U.S. She looks like she is ready to put one down. Dropping in goofy-footed. Making her way over towards that looker's left side of the venue once again. Looks like she's lining up something here. Nice. Arcing her way through a different part of the venue up top that we haven't seen anyone really go through yet. Making some really, really nice looking turns here. Beautiful arcing turns. Maybe she had a quick little bobble there, but she's still keeping the fluidity alive, keeping the speed up. Really handling this variable snow like a pro.
Yeah, she's from Mount Baker, Washington, so that's kind of a hollowed ground of snowboarding. So I'm sure that her friends back home are excited to see her on the world stage.
Yeah, I mean, Mount Baker is no joke, so if you can ride Baker, you can ride anywhere. And she is absolutely proving that right now. Representing the USA, love to see this. She's really cruising through this run here. Coming up and over this spine that's given some other people some issues. No issue for Callie, though. Cruising on through. Nice. Man, you see how deep that turn was there.
Yeah, they do a bank slalom event at Mount Baker every season, so she's really making those bank slalom turns down that nice chute there.
Yeah, she is certainly no stranger to some nice bank turns. I mean, she's a solid rider, and it's really fun to see what she's putting together here. Now, it looks like she's going to lace up a couple of features, really handling it well. The variable snow conditions are so tough, especially on a snowboard, and she is making it look super easy. Great run so far.
Yeah, let's see if she's going to bite off another feature on this wall down here or just milk it down to the bottom.
Still cruising, handling the slough pretty well. Looks like she's going to line up a feature right here. Nice. Solid little arrow over that rock there. Keeping it alive. The fluidity is just crushing it right now. Nice turns there. Man, she looks like she's having a blast.
Oh, and into the powder.
Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at this top section again. Making her way over, popping a nice little ollie here, shutting it down, making it look easy. Lining up the next feature. Nice. She's really, really just laced up a solid run here. I think this is going to be a really great score for her. This is exactly what the judges want to see. They want to see you keep your fluidity up. They want to keep your speed up. Have a couple of errors, and I think that's going to be a top 3 run
Yeah,
if I had to put my money on anyone.
She had to stay on her feet the whole way down, and she did just exactly that. She's happy to be here. That's what we like to see.
Way to go, Callie. That was a solid run. Got to be stoked on that. Like I said, representing the U.S., looks like she's also riding for GNU, giving the shout out there.
Yeah, and she's 18 years old, so I'm sure we will hopefully see her in the qualifiers next year. So yeah, we're excited to have you. Yeah, she's still giving a little fist bump.
Still waiting on a score here.
No, she's in second place. Callie is in second place. Now we got Scarlett coming out of Great Britain. Another Great Britain representation here. Really cool to see those guys hopping over the pond and coming skiing some big mountains over in Europe.
Yeah, there's certainly no big mountains in Great Britain. A lot of these guys grow up riding on indoor snow domes, which is very, very different from these steep mountains in the Alps, but she looks like she is no stranger to this kind of terrain. Handling it super well, keeping her speed up, really opening up some turns here through the middle of this venue. Man, this is super fun to watch. Making her way towards the middle section here. Coming up and over, little spine there. Super solid run so far, though. It's going to be a good contender for Callie and for Zoe. Making it up over the spine.
Yeah, she's going to be stoked with this one. Really linking those two parts of the venue together. Really good. That's what the judges want to see. It's
They
not
certainly
two different
do.
venues. It's one venue. You got to put one run down, so.
That's right, and she is making this look super fluid and easy. Great style, super strong turns. That's what they like to see. Getting on that edge, not sliding your board and slowing down. Beautiful S turns. Maybe she's going to line up a feature here at the bottom. Either way, this is a really great run so far. Nice.
There.
Sick little transfer over to that other side there. Oh, keeping it together. That deep snow, man, it'll get you.
Yeah, but going places where no lady's gone yet, so really like the creativity and the vision there, getting some more features.
Oh, yeah, finding that fresh snow, really keeping it alive. Man, she's making it look super fun. And again, the stamina that these guys have, this is a very long venue, and when the snow is heavy and deep like this, it is not easy to make it all the way down, make it look good, and keep your speed up. So she is really giving everybody a run for their money. Nice pow turns, just really milking it, surfing here at the bottom. Really, really fun to watch. And I mean, man, there's nothing better than bluebird pow face shots and getting to shred with all your best friends. Take a quick look at this top section again. Just ripping some turns. I mean, look at the speed and the control she's got there. Really nice to watch. She's definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Snowboarding this stuff just looks so challenging. Whenever I snowboard or pow surf back home, if it's not perfect pow, I can't do it. So kudos to these ladies for riding the variable snow.
They are certainly making it look very easy, and a nice little air here, holding it together, cruising through. Looks like she made her way down to the finish line now.
That was a really sick turn coming out of that air. Getting both those hands off the snow and ripping that hillside edge.
Nice score for Scarlett, a 44, which puts her in a second place. Solid run there.
She's guaranteed top 4, so she's got to be stoked with that one.
Yeah, cannot be bummed about that. Awesome riding from these ladies. And next up, we've got Mia Farley. She's coming from the U.S. Another strong representation of the USA, and Mia Farley is on course.
Yeah, stoked to see what this lady puts down. You can tell she's rocking some headphones, probably bumping some music, listening to some tunes, getting fired up.
Oh, yeah. I can't drop in without music, so I bet a lot of these competitors are on the same vibe. She's making her way towards that same feature. A lot of the people have gone through. Nice turns, really keeping it controlled. Managing the snow behind her as well. Yeah, I got it. Making her way through this deep pow again, coming into this middle section, which gave quite a few of the guys a couple of hiccups, but these ladies have been handling it super well. I love seeing that. Like I said, with the tracks in there now, it's a bit easier to get over, but these girls are really making it look like it's easy. Finding that fresh, that deep, arcing some turns through the middle. Keeping the speed up. Looks like she's just having a blast. Finding that deep snow on the side. Shut it down a little bit there. Maybe she's going to line herself up for a quick little air.
Yeah, and just ripping that toe side wave. Maybe going to come over to the lookers right here and get some feature out of that chute in the little triple section. We've seen a lot of riders choose that zone today. I think that's some of the best snow on the venue, and a lot of those riders, when they get to go early, you look for the best snow.
Absolutely. When you drop and what category you drop in makes a big difference as far as what your line choice is, and it's really awesome to watch what all of these guys have put together. I'm really excited to see what the skiers put together as well with you know, a few tracks in there. It's going to change some of their lines, and these guys only had about an hour or so this morning to look at the venue and put a line together. So to see how creative these people have got and how well they're riding this venue based on looking at it for an hour is really, really awesome. Arcing some more turns here at the bottom, cruising through. I think this is going to be a really solid run for her.
Yeah, smooth run, not a ton of features, but she kept it on her feet the whole time and ripped turns the whole way down.
And that's what they like to see, keeping the speed up, keeping the fluidity alive. Nice turns. Going to take a quick look again at this middle section. Nice turns there. Lining herself up. Pretty steep right there as well. And she came in, made a nice little turn, controlled the speed. Nice little lineup for air right here. Made it through that chute. Nice toe side turn out of that. Really well executed run.
Yeah, and she's 16 years old, so she's still a young rider, and she's got lots of time in the junior category still, so I'm stoked to see her learn lots more and hopefully come and join us on the qualifier soon, and then maybe the World Tour.
Absolutely. Can't wait. The future is bright. I cannot say it enough. And she's got to be really proud of her efforts here today. Great run, super fluid. I think no mistakes, actually.
Yeah, and that's going to be good enough for first place. They liked it. She's stoked with that one. Look at that smile.
Nice. Well, that's guaranteed a top 3. We've got one rider left after her. Mia's got to be super stoked on that run. That was super fluid. Great riding. Next up, we've got Anna Martinez out of France, and she may try to unseat her. So let's see what she's got for us.
Yeah, the last rider of the day. There's lots of people watching her from the ridge. That's what I like to see. You can see all those skiers cheering her on.
Coming in with a bit more speed than the other girls have so far. Lining up a top feature, which is what we like to see. Managing the slough. Just a quick little bobble, but I like to see her going for that. The landing there does not look like it's super forgiving right now. A lot of the guys had issues with that air as well, and Anna is really crushing some turns in the middle of this venue now.
Yeah, stoked to see her ripping some turns here. A little unfortunate bobble up top, but man, I'm stoked to see her go for a feature that big. That was super cool.
Yeah, right off the bat too. I mean, it's a pretty high consequence move when you go straight off the bat in the top of your run, and she may be rewarded for that yet. Slight bobble there, but I mean, her speed and fluidity, she's really ripping some turns in the middle here. You can tell she rides very steep technical venues all of the time. The French, like we said earlier, are very, very, very strong contenders, and she is really ripping some turns. Looks like she's lining up something here. Nice. Solid air there. Really stomped, riding away clean. Looks like she's even going for a nice little shoot there.
Yeah.
Sick. Straight line out, really cruising now. Full on straight line. And she may be able to make up some points yet. That was a solid run. Aside from a couple tiny little bobbles, I mean, she is really, really riding strong right now.
Yeah, that was some of the fastest snowboarding we saw all day. I wonder if she'll take the top spot from Mia, but we did have a couple bobbles in that run, so we'll see.
I would guarantee a top 3 for sure. I bet with the bobbles, it'll probably be a second place, but you never know. She may be rewarded for that top air and for the amount of speed she took through the entire venue. I mean, that was a fast run.
Yeah, really excited to see those ladies go fast.
Lined up this other air here and did this perfectly. This was a perfect execution here. Lined it up, popped, stomped, slowed down the speed, controlled, and really just opened up some turns for the rest of it. Everybody loves a good old straight line, and she straight lined out of basically the rest of the venue here. Awesome to see.
She's got to be proud of that one, scraping off the Roxy snowboard. She's happy to be here. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, she's stoked. Smiling at the bottom, that's what we love seeing. And you know, you really can't be bummed riding out here, top 5 in the world, venue like this, current conditions. It's really a recipe for success.
Yeah, the judges are going to take some time with this one, really making sure it wants to get right, because this would be a hard one to judge. Really good bottom, little bobble up top, but appreciate the line for sure. That was the coolest line we've seen.
Yeah, she really went for it, and that's what we love seeing. It's all about progression, and she's really trying to progress for these ladies. Strong riding, great line choice, and I'm curious to see what the judges are going to give for her. Woo! Taking the top spot, 57.33. Congrats to her, solid run, and she was rewarded for the top air and the speed that she took through the entire run. That was an amazing category. Stoked to watch all the snowboard women there. Really fun to see. Future is looking incredibly bright. Here is the final scores. So we've got Anna Martinez out of France in first, Mia Farley out of the US in second, and Callie Loeb out of the US in third place. Great riding from these girls, super fun to watch, and they've got to be really proud of their efforts. Next up, we've got the ski women category. I'm going to show you the start list here, and be coming up soon.
Yeah, and you can see that big international field there. People from all over. We got USA, France, Canada, Italy, Switzerland, more Canada. Our friends from the north. We love the Canadians. Just kidding. But yeah, can't wait to see all these ladies throw down. And USA, Austria, and Germany. So people coming from all over to compete in this event. Remember, it was the points from last year that qualified the people through. So yeah, it's a big honor for all these ladies to be here. Having a younger sister that used to compete as a lady, I love to watch these girls throw down.
Yeah, it's super cool. 13 girls in the ski women category. Here's a quick shot of Anna again after her win. She's got to be super, super stoked. Just a great day out here for some freeride competition.
Yeah, getting high fives down there. That's what it's all about. The freeride community is one of the best communities around. Like, whether you're from the States or from Canada or from Europe over here, like, it is a dense community. It doesn't matter where you're from, but how hard you can ski.
Exactly. We're all out here for the same reason, because we love to freeride. Dropping in first, we've got Lily Bradley out of the US, and she is on course.
Yeah, she's riding for Squaw Valley Free. I actually know her coach. Watched her coach compete growing up. She's one of Kevin O'Meara's kids, so excited to see if she can use some of that inspiration and put one down today.
Nice top air there. Stomped it like it was nothing. Ripping some really great turns here. You can see the variable conditions under there. The skis are a little bit chattery, but she is handling it super, super well.
Yeah, she's ripping. She ripped that top part really good. You can tell she's getting edge to edge, nice turns, good angulation. That's what the judges like to see.
Making her way towards this bottom section now. Coming around the other side that we haven't seen many people come to yet. Maybe she's lining up a different feature here at the top. Looks like she's gonna hit a little cliff right into this gully.
Yeah, maybe getting a little off her line, unsure, but she puts it right to where she wants to go. Nice move.
Sick.
Holding on to it. That's what we want to see. That's what we like.
Solid air.
Yeah, she looks like she wants to link up this bigger one. Going for it.
Oh. Man, she really committed to that, and unfortunately just double ejected. Looks like she's okay, though.
She's wallowing out of that pow. You can see it's deep, taking a deep breath. Oh, man, that was such a cool run.
That was such a solid run, top to middle there, and really going for it. This is what we love seeing out of these ladies and everybody. It's really incredible to watch the progression and how far these kids are pushing it.
Yeah, and she was waving, so she is okay. Hanging out in the snow for a sec to collect her thoughts.
Little hot tub party down there for her. Not sure if she's going to be able to climb up and get her skis or if we're going to have to send a ski ninja in there, but we will get those skis back and get the contest underway here.
Man, that was just such a cool run. So excited to see those ladies go for big features like that. Yeah, and you can really just see how deep that snow is. But man, that was such a run about to be put down. Really opened it up for the ski ladies. That made me super proud to see. Oh, and we can see that ski retrieval person coming in.
While we're waiting for Lily to get her skis collected, we're going to go ahead and play you the winning run from last year's Freeride Junior World Championship. So go ahead and check that out while we get the skis back to her, and we'll get the comp back underway.
Made a call to the big guy. Just asked for a little help for today. Need some sunny skies for all these kids.
Everything worked perfect and well. Coming up to bib number 9, representing Switzerland, Marie Bovard, leading the overall ranking of the Freeride Junior Tour 2018, and she is just 16 years young.
Wow. That right there tells you how strong a skier she is. Just 16 years old and already winning the Junior Tour.
Made a huge step out of the last year where she finished 11th in the overall Freeride Junior Tour ranking. Now she is leading it. Maybe going for a medal today, that's the big question. Whoa.
Going right for it, it looks like.
Nice one.
Nice. Staying in control, making a turn right out of it, too. That's super impressive.
Marie Bovard representing Switzerland with a really strong performance in the top section.
Yep. Coming into this bottom section. Definitely some funky snow in there. That's where you saw Jane Knoll get a little hung up also.
But all in all,
great run.
Great run.
Yep. Great skiing. The control out of that entrance air was amazing.
Intelligent skiing.
Yep, very intelligent. To be able to make that turn to avoid that next cliff section, not stop, just keep it going, stay fluid down the mountain. It's going to be a big score, I feel like.
Her big idol is Eva Walkner.
Eva Walkner,
yeah.
Nice. Eva Walkner's been having a very good season on the World Tour. Good person to look up to.
2 times world champion Eva Walkner representing Austria. Her big idol, Marie Bovard representing Switzerland. She did really, really well.
Yeah, dropping in right on the ridge of that big exposure. Shows how confident she is.
Waiting just a few moments and then dropping in.
That turn was so impressive out of that big air. It's easy to jump off stuff. It's not always easy to make a turn and
look
land.
how happy she is, taking the lead, representing Switzerland. Spread the vibes, Marie Bovard.
With a huge score.
Yeah, and that was the run of Marie Bovard from last year. She's actually in the contest today, dropping 8th, so we're excited to see that. Still having Lily look for her skis. She must have watched Marie's run from last year and had some inspiration there. But, you know, everyone likes to make fun of commentators and all that stuff that we do, but sometimes when juniors get to commentate over World Tour runs, you end up with something really beautiful. So Sam Smoothie won this the last time he was here, so on this face, and then they sent some juniors to do the commentating job. It's not as easy as everyone thinks it is, but take a look at this video of Sam Smoothie's run and the juniors commentating.
Kiwi Sam Smoothie.
He's all
with
right.
a terrible fur coat. What is that thing? Tight green pants.
Oh, coming
Just
up
like
on his
those
first
terms.
feature here.
Misses the grab, goes tiny.
Hits a little double. I don't know about how that's gonna score. Big back slap after.
See what he's got. Hopefully he can make up for that.
Skiing all right here. I'm not sure though how the judges are gonna score that slow skiing.
Well, that was the best feature so far.
Yeah, it was a 1-footer. Oh my God, 5 minutes on top of this feature. Oh, finally goes. Oh my. Okay.
I reckon we could have done that in one.
We could have greased that, no problem. Oh.
Almost get. Oh, nah.
Almost big punch front. Opens his arms because he thinks he's gonna win. I don't know about that. What do you think?
I reckon I'd give it like a 20.
20, maybe to 24. I don't know. We'll see.
Just continuing with a terrible style.
I don't know. He's skiing really slow. I mean, he's a grown man here. Should be skiing like one. Alright, let's see how he does here. Here comes a score.
He's looking pretty happy.
I don't know. 86.5.
Hugely overscored.
Way overscored. I don't know about that.
He's pretty happy,
I
though.
think he paid the judges for that score.
Definitely.
Maybe give him who knows what.
We are going to take a short break while Lily finds her skis. So stay tuned for the Freeride Junior World Championship presented by Dina Star here at Kappl, and we'll be right back.
truthfully love something, it's hard to stop you from doing your best at it.
nipply.
That's actually what snowboarding is all about.
I just want to experiment with a lot of different things.
Oh! That was sick!
When you truthfully love something, it's hard to stop you from doing your best at it. I just want to experiment with a lot of different things.
Wow! That was sick!
And there we are, taking a look back at the face. Looks like they have gotten Lily Bradley's skis out of the way. So we are going to get back to our scheduled programming of sending. Oh yeah, and we got a happy one in the gate up here.
We got Astrid Shalis out of France.
Yeah, and you can see coach and legend Seb Michaud right behind her. That man being known for throwing huge backflips in the World Tour. So
sick.
What an honor it must be to be coached by such a rad legend. Some of the coaches here are some of the best skiers I've ever seen.
This lady's got a bright future ahead of her. I can't wait to see what she puts down on this face, and she is on course now. Astrid making her way over to the looker's left side. Seems to be a pretty common theme. See if she can lace up some top features and keep it to her feet.
Yeah, stoked to watch these ski ladies send off such big features up top and putting it right to her feet.
Great
That was
stomp.
perfect. Oh, and giving a nice slash on the side there. That's exactly what they want to see. You being playful and finding that good snow. Staying out of that bad bumpy stuff.
Yep, and she is handling it like a pro, keeping the speed up, getting into that deep stuff now and making her way over. Oh.
No.
Shoot.
Chuck Norris. He's here too.
Man.
Just taking her ski right off.
And that's, again, what we were talking about with this heavy snow and some of the bumps underneath. It is super variable out there. And that could have been maybe her din just wasn't slightly tight enough. You could probably talk more about that than I could, but that seemed like a freak accident there.
You never know with ski binding sometimes. Sometimes they just fly off your feet. We have a good buddy, Griffin Muller, that was on the tour with us this year. And for whatever reason, sometimes you get bad luck and you lose a shoe, but I hope this girl can stay positive like Griffin did and still have a good time with all her friends here.
Man.
She should be stoked. She laced this topper.
Yeah, the top
Perfect
of her
landing.
run was so good. She really kept her fluidity up, and looks like she just barely got caught up in a little bit of chunder there. Ski just popped right off, and she looks just as confused as we are. Looks like she's getting it back on, though, and she should be able to finish out her run. Unfortunately, that's not going to be a good score for her, but she's still on her feet and didn't lose both skis, so at least she can make it out of the venue.
Yeah, she's putting her ski back on. She's going to still have a fun run down, maybe stick to her plan.
Nice little air up and over there, finding some fresh snow. Beautiful turns down through this middle section. Really getting up on the edge of the ski, which is what we like to see, not sliding around, keeping her speed up. Looks like she's having a lot of fun, too. Finding some more freshies on the side there. Really linking those turns.
Yeah, and she's just going to enjoy her Austrian experience, taking it all the way down to the bottom, loving every minute of it.
She's got many more years to compete on the Freeride World Qualifier and hopefully the World Tour later. Next, we've got Mina Quinet from France as well. Let's see what Mina's got for us.
And this is another one of Seb Michaud's kids, probably a really good friend with Astrid, and she's going to put one down, hopefully put one down for her friend.
Yeah. That's 2 for 2 so far that have lost skis. Let's hope that Mina can keep her skis on and put together a run for us. Beautiful turn so far, keeping the speed up, really cruising through this top section.
Yeah, and it's always nice when you get a venue like this when you can ski a little bit before you hit some of those bigger features. Nice air off the top. Make some turns to get those legs warmed up.
That's right, and she's just building her confidence right now, so she's got to be feeling good after nailing that top air, ripping some turns, coming up over this next session now, slowing it down a little bit. Looks like she's going to line up another feature here for us. Going through that pow, almost stomach deep right there. What's she got for us here?
Oh, and a nice smooth straight line there. That was sweet. Nice creativity, finding the line through the rocks there, nice and smooth.
Lining up another feature for us here.
Oh, and taking a big air.
Oh, that was solid.
That was sick. That was one of the biggest cliffs we've seen.
Stomped it. Looks like she's going to go for another one, too. Lining up these features. That's exactly what the judges want to see. Handling the slough management. Ah, shoot.
Just getting worked by that variable snow there. That was the same spot that took out a snowboarder. Some of that hard variable snow after some of those deep landings up high.
And she's still got her skis on, which means she will still get a score for this run. So as long as she can make it down to the finish line, keeping both skis on the feet, she should get a solid score despite that one little hiccup in her run.
Yep. Man, she was having herself one too. That top air was huge.
That was
really
sick.
nicely landed.
It's always so disappointing when you have such a solid run and then something silly takes you out like that. But here's a quick look at the top air again. Lining it up, not hesitating. That's exactly what the judges want to see. Stomping and then arcing some nice turns immediately after.
That is what the judges want. They don't want to see you straight line or wheelie out. You know, you got to show that you're in control and make those nice turns right after. And then this was the big move here. Super solid move. No hesitation and just riding out of that thing. That was awesome.
That was so sick. One of the bigger airs we've seen today, girl or guy.
Yeah.
Love seeing this from the ladies. They are really putting on a show for us here. Made it into the finish line. Let's see what the judges have to score for her. Anyway, Mina, that was a pleasure to watch you. Thank you for sending for us. So much fun to see these girls ripping.
Yeah, the people of La Clusaz, France are going to be proud of you today. And good enough for first place right now. I'm sure that we will have some other solid runs coming down.
Right now we've got Gabriella Garducci from Canada coming in hot.
Yeah, and she's from Red Mountain. A lot of good friends coming out of Red Mountain, so stoked to see what she can put down for that Canada crowd. They have a really cool freeride event and have for a long time, one of the longest running ones, so she probably grew up watching that event, and now it's her turn to put on a show.
That's right, and she certainly is doing that. Nice little air off the top there, opening up some really beautiful turns here through the top section. Looks like she's having fun, and I'm sure she's got it in the back of her mind that some bobbles have taken out the girls ahead of her, and if she can just keep it on her feet, she'll put down a good score and hopefully be in that top 3 ranking.
Yeah, really quick work of the top section. Now coming over. Gonna break into this second part of the venue here where it changes. The aspect changes a little bit, so the snow is gonna change.
That's right. The snow gets different as you move down the venue, and these competitors are really handling it well. Finding a nice little straight line into this main gully here. A lot of people are going through this same zone. Let's see if she can mix it up a little bit with her bottom features. Still keeping it to the feet, and that's what we need to see in order to get a good score. Nice solid turns, making her way over towards that tiny little spine over there. Looks like she's gonna line up an air for us. Nice little ollie in, keeping it on the feet, keeping it solid. Nice pow turns. Man, it just looks like so much fun out there. Sick little air. Nice. Another little popper there. The more playful you are, the more the judges like it, and she is lining up the features right now. Keep it together.
Yeah, nice work for the 17-year-old from Red Mountain, Canada. I'm sure that Coach Gabe is going to be proud of her. Nice smooth ski and put one to her feet. Ooh.
Almost had a little bobble there.
Her. Commentator's curse.
Seriously. Great straight line into this here. Beautiful turns again. Really handling the variable snow conditions in the terrain like a pro. It's so much fun to watch these guys, and we've got some good kids coming up on our heels, man.
Yeah, we're stoked. I'm sure my little sister's stoked watching all these girls from up top.
Yeah.
I know she's cheering them on.
Nice little air, solid. Made it into the finish line. Let's see what the judges have to score for her. You got a big old grin on her face. She looks stoked. She should be. Riding for Fisher, Flylow Gear, and Swix. They've got to be happy to see her out here in the Freeride Junior World Championship.
Putting those Fisher skis to good use.
The intense deliberation face. I think that'll be a top 3 run.
Oh, and it puts her in first place. She's in 56. Oh, she's so excited.
Yeah, girl.
Oh, that's exactly what we like to see.
Well-deserved, really solid run. Next, we've got Clementina Masocco out of Italy. Coming in hot. Coming in with some speed over to this looker's left side. That's what we like to see, lining up this top air here. No hesitation. Solid. Oh, just barely getting taken out there. Shoot. Kept the skis on, though, so she's still got a chance.
Yeah, she's still going to get a score at this point. Oh, just ripping that snow. She's still going to have fun. Yeah, 16 years of age, so a younger rider here, so she's got lots of time in this junior tour still, lots of time to learn all sorts of stuff.
She sure does, but she is riding like a veteran right now. I mean, look at the way she's putting these turns together. Even after a slight bobble up there, getting back out there and really riding aggressively that's a good headspace to be in. So these kids are really proving themselves on this venue right now.
Yeah, really excited to see what she's got for storing us down low, just disappearing out of view behind that sign. You can see her coming in by the flag here.
Making her way up and over this little uphill feature, finding that deep pow again. Lining herself up onto this little spine on the side there, which is nice and creative, a little bit different than what we've seen. Most people have been going straight through the gut. And it looks like the snow is just getting heavier and heavier. She was really fighting it to keep it on her feet, but she's doing an excellent job doing it, and it's fun to watch her ride. Maybe trying to line up another feature here. Getting herself up and over.
Yeah, really blind terrain on this venue. So every horizon line that they cross over would look like you're jumping all the way to the bottom of the face.
Right. She handled that last air super well. Great little pop. Perfect tranny. Oh, nice little line through the bottom there. Skiing fast, skiing fluid. That's what they like to see. She could make up some good points from that after that little slight bobble up top.
Yeah, that was some fast skiing out the bottom.
Really ripping some turns now. Reminds me of Rachel Croft, the queen of straight lines. Nice air up top here. Stomp just getting a little bit hung up.
Yeah, that snow looking a little harder than she expected. She's still stuck to her gut. Hit a nice little air at the bottom here. Nice landing on that one. That one's got to feel good.
Oh, looked like a slight bobble here at the bottom.
Yeah, that snow changing as you get down low. It's got to be so deep. It is warming up a lot out here right now, so that snow is going from being perfect champagne pow like it was this morning to some pretty thick snow. So
that's very, very true. And luckily, her skis are still on, so she's still going to get a score for this. Unfortunately, it probably won't be as high as it could have been if she didn't have this little bobble, but she is now sitting in third place with a score of 10.
Yeah, and she's only 16 years old. She's got lots of time. The Italians should feel proud of her representation here. She looks like she wants to ski like Ari. I'm sure she does.
Yeah. Everybody wants to ski like Ari.
Ari would be proud.
Next in the start gate, we've got Emmeline Moorhead. She is from Switzerland. Again, no stranger to these steep venues. She's already on course, really making short work of this top section here. No hesitation, right off, stomped that top air. Shutting down her speed, nice little hop turn there. Really fun to watch. She is really going fast right here. Wow, just opening up some turns in the middle of this venue. It is unbelievable. Look at the speed she's carrying through here.
Yeah, the Swiss skier is having herself one here. Done with the first part of the venue, now coming over that roll. Lining herself up for some bottom moves here, and that big natural half pipe feature. Man, that looks fun in there.
It sure does, and these girls are making it look even more fun, finding the freshies, arcing all the way across. Looks like she's gonna line up with another little feature for us over here.
That's not little, that's big.
That is very true.
Oh, and she's peering over the edge. She wants it. Let's see what she's got.
Nice.
Oh, and a double stager. Oh, just having a little tumble.
Shoot. Just barely getting caught up there, but she really went for it. We love seeing that. These girls are just getting after it right now. It's awesome to see. She's all right. She's moving around. Maybe she'll be able to get up there and get her ski. Otherwise, they'll have to send in a ski dude or ski dudette, if you will.
She's waving to the crowd. She looks okay. Glad to see that. Man, that was a cool double stager. Really wanted to see her ride out of that one.
Yeah. Yeah, these conditions are just so tough right now, and the snow is super grabby, it looks like. But these guys are really handling it. This top air was so solid. She rode no hesitation, came out hooking. And Emily is coming off a win at Nenda and also in Andorra. And she's stoked to be here after missing last year's Freeride Junior World Championship due to an injury. So I'm sure she's a bit disappointed to not keep one on her feet, but we're super proud of her, and it's great to have her here representing for Switzerland.
Yeah, stoked to see the vision. Man, when you lose your skis in this much snow, as all us skiers know, you snowboarders don't, but man, it is like traversing through powder on a snowboard.
Yeah, I can imagine it is not the most fun thing that you'll do all day, but luckily it's pretty close to her, so hopefully she should be able to grab it pretty soon, and the next person will drop in shortly.
Yeah, hopefully she can see that ski.
Now, while we're waiting for Emmeline to grab her skis, we are going to play a short clip for you about what free riding is. So enjoy, and we'll be right back.
What is free riding? This is free riding. But this is free riding too. It's as old as skiing itself. And it doesn't matter how you look, what equipment you use, or where you are. It doesn't matter how old you are, and it really doesn't matter how good you are. It's about letting go of your fear. Being an idiot with your friends, and knowing when to stay indoors. All you need is a slope, snow, and the imagination to draw a line. This is free riding. And really, it's very simple. If you're having fun, you're doing it right.
We are back here live, and Emmeline is still trying to grab her ski, but in the meantime, we are going to play you a quick clip from last year about some traditional food and fun here in Kappl, Austria.
Spatzer.
Thank you, thank you.
Looks like they are still searching for Emmeline's ski, but I believe we are going to go ahead and drop the next rider who is riding a different section of the venue. So next on course, we've got Manon Lochty, also out of France. Just getting ready to drop in here.
You can see Coach Seb getting her all psyched up. Hopefully gonna make him proud.
Making her way over to the skier's left once again. Probably gonna line up that top air. Solid skiing so far.
Yeah, really stoked to see every single lady's pretty much gone for that air. That's a pretty big feature to start your run with, so.
Absolutely. First thing off the bat, it's really intimidating, and that'll get your line score up really high, really fast. Now she's ripping some turns through the midsection here. Awesome to see. And I'm excited to what she has to do down low for us, because if she's going to a different section, then we probably haven't seen it yet. So the creative lines, again, like we've been saying, are judged a little bit differently, and we all like to see that. So let's see what she's got for us. Making her way towards the middle here.
Yeah, and like I said before, she's coached by Seb Michaud from La Clusaz. So definitely from one of the coolest places of skiing that we know of nowadays. Like with all of Candide's videos that come out, it is just such an inspiring place. So I hope I can come visit to ski some of that cool terrain at some point, because man, La Clusaz looks awesome.
It sure does.
I'm sure she's making the hometown crowd proud.
She's making me proud. Look at the way she's handling this terrain right now, ripping it up. Pretty much zero bobbles so far. So this is probably one of the most solid runs we've seen. Making her way down. Lining up some features here. Oh, just uncovered a little bit of a rock there, but stayed on her feet.
Yeah, you can see that snow just peeling off down low. Oh, keep it together. Yeah, getting that ski back under her. Let's see if she's got one feature at the bottom, a little exclamation point to end her run with.
Looks awfully steep right there. Lining herself up for that chute.
Oh, taking fresh tracks.
Oh, shoot.
Just couldn't keep those eyes up when she landed, but stoked to see her go for a nice big feature at the bottom like that.
Really full send there. She's a little disappointed, but again, she kept her skis on, so she's going to get a score for that. And that's better than losing your skis and not getting a score. So she's got to be proud. That was a solid, solid effort. Now she gets to just rip some pow on the way down, and can't be too bummed about that.
And let's look at this top air again. These ladies have just been killing this move up here, just one after another. Everyone's stomping it nice and smooth. Yeah, good fast turn out the bottom. That's what we like to see. And then, yeah, that snow just looking pretty weird in there. Kind of getting hung up. You can see an old avalanche crown right there from when they were doing control work this morning. And yeah, just coming off that bottom air there. Such a cool, unique line, and just, man, thought she was going to hold on to it, but getting kind of tossed around there in the washing machine. She's got to be happy to be out here. You know, she qualified for this event, so she's a ripping skier, and we are stoked to see more of her in the future.
Yeah, really fun line, creative line. and really committed. We love seeing committed skiing, and she's still going to be in 3rd place after that run with a 35. Next up, we've got Marie Bovard out of Switzerland. Again, no stranger to these steep mountains and this kind of terrain. Let's see what Marie has got in store for us.
Yeah, and this is the returning champ, so she's taking a victory lap here. She won this venue last year, and man, just finding a sick line off the top there.
Oh yeah, finding the freshies.
Look at that slough.
Really laying in some sick turns up here. Skiing it like a veteran.
Oh man, some of the most solid skiing we've seen all day off the top there.
Yeah, some movie line quality stuff. This is what the judges love to see. Really holding it together, making great turns, very controlled, keeping the speed up, making her way towards the middle section now, and I bet she's got some features lined up for the bottom. She definitely wants that win again, and she'll probably do everything she can to make it happen.
Yeah, she went big last year. Really excited to see what she's got lined up for us at the bottom.
Making her way into this midsection here.
Oh, and Marie Bavard going for a big one. Nice and smooth.
Awesome drop. Stomped it.
Yeah, really good control of that speed. This is going to be a nice run if she can lace 2 more features here.
Woo.
Oh, going for a big one.
Oh, sick.
Oh, and she laces it.
Stomped it there. Really great skiing out of Marie right now.
She is having herself one. She's coming down that chute.
Just out of sight.
Yeah, nice smooth exit. Let's hope she can keep it on her feet through this super deep stuff. Man, that was a good run. I think that'll score really high for her today.
I think so as well. That was a solid run. No hesitation on the airs. Lined up 2 or 3 pretty big features, and now just ripping some turns on the way down. If I had to guess, I would put her in the top 3 for sure.
Yeah, just really showing that she deserves to be here, showing you why she was the returning champion from last year. Let's take a look back at this really cool move off the top. Just airing into that chute that's given a bunch of skiers a lot of trouble, making it look like it's nothing.
That's right.
Coming through. And then this was a really sick move, kind of getting on this spine, making one more turn, lining up her landing. So you can see the slough pouring off right there. Ain't no thing.
Oh.
Perfect stomp.
Full stomp, 0 hesitation. What a great
She's got to be
run.
stoked with that one in a 75, putting her in the top spot.
75 is an incredible score. That's going to be hard to top.
Man.
She's got to be stoked. Next, we've got Olivia McNeil out of Canada.
Yeah, and speaking of commentators, we are new commentators just trying to fill her coach's job. Derek was actually our commentator, so yeah, Coach Derek from the Whistler team up there, really good friend of ours, and yeah, showing that Derek has put some insight into this girl skiing because she just ripped that top section.
She just stomped that top air. Derek, whatever you're doing well, but she's doing better because she's doing the skiing. It's awesome to watch her right now. Coming into a new section. We love seeing this. Coming all the way over, lining up a sick little run so far.
Oh, and going
What's she
into
gonna
a
do?
new zone.
Nice.
Oh, finding a unique line right there. The judges are going to like that.
Oh, beautiful turns right through that tight little narrow opening there. All the way over into some new snow, new terrain.
She wants a big move at the bottom. Oh, you can see the slough pouring off. Just going to lace it off the side. Having herself a fun one here. This is Olivia McNeil.
Sick little air off of that little bump in the snow there. Really handling this terrain like a pro. Look at how fast she's going, handling the bumps, cruising like it's no big deal. Oof. Almost went down there. That deep snow will try to get you, but she's not allowing that to happen.
The
Olivia.
snow snakes are out today.
Man, that was a great run. Very creative line choice. The judges are really going to love that.
Yeah, really smooth run, not a lot of bobbles, so that should score high. Here's again her look at her top feature, which she executed very well. Just popping, really nice, good pop off there. Nice to see the ladies popping big
Absolutely.
off the stuff.
Really brought the knees up to her. We love seeing that. And this was my personal favorite part. Came all the way over, laced it right through that tight little zone. Beautiful turns on the exit. Slowing herself down a little bit, keeping it in control. Well done.
Yeah.
And this
nice
little air
off the cornice.
So sick.
Oh, and you can see ex-Whistler Freeride Club members Tom and Liam Pfeiffer there out to give her a high five.
You.
That's what we like to see.
She's sitting in second place with a 60. And up next, we've got Mackenzie Winton out of the USA. Mackenzie is on course, linking some turns here, making quick work of this. Oh, shoot.
No, that's not what we like to see. Getting a little hung up there. Maybe that takeoff was a little bit rockier than she thought.
Yeah. She looks like she's all right, though. Skis are still on. She's still got a chance at getting a score. Open up some more turns here. It's always a little unsettling when you start your run with a slight bobble like that, but it doesn't look like it's phasing her too much. Cruising some turns. Making her way through towards the midsection. Nice skiing, though. Really nice turns. Just keeping the speed up. That's really what they want to see.
Yeah, and she's from Sugar Bowl, California, so coming from the States. And, yeah, they've been having a really good season back home. So
yeah, Tahoe.
I'm sure she's been skiing lots of POWs, so she's used to this.
That's right. You can tell she is because she is making quick work of this venue. This deep snow is no big deal to her. Really cruising through this zone now. Beautiful turns.
Yeah, I rode up the lift with her and her coach, Trevor, and, man, she was just psyched to be here today. Couldn't believe how good the powder was and just happy to be in Austria.
Oh, man. Oh, shoot.
Man, that snow really tricky down there. Does not look easy to ski.
No. She's still on her feet, still got the skis on, still got a chance at a decent score. Unfortunately, that's probably going to put her off of a podium spot, but never say never. We still got a few riders left, and there's been a few mistakes throughout, but that was a really solid run. Opening it up at the bottom there, really going fast. This top section, though, looks like she just got hung up a little bit on the takeoff there. Like you said, I think there was a little bit of rock sticking out on the takeoff, which just put her a little bit forward. Unfortunately, couldn't hang on, but this midsection was nice.
Oh, I'm just going down. Tough break for her today, though, but she was happy to be out here. I'm sure she'll still be stoked. I mean, she's in Austria. We can't complain.
Right.
We're eating schnitzel and skiing powder.
Exactly. She made it all the way to the Freeride Junior World Championship. No reason to be disappointed. And up next, we've got Britta Winans out of the USA.
Oh, yes, and I actually used to compete with Britta's older sister back in the junior qualifier days, so stoked to see Britta Winans coming out there very aggressive off the top. Oh, man, she is going so fast.
She is ripping right now. Beautiful air off the top, really showing us that she knows how to ski fast and ski in control.
That was sick. The judges are going to like that fast skiing up top. She just skied that in 3 turns. Everyone else took 10.
Yeah, that was some really impressive skiing right there. Looks like she's coming around a slightly different side from this middle section. Maybe going to line up one of those airs or those chutes back into the main gully here. Really putting together a solid line so far.
Looking for the Marie Bouvard takeoff. Oh, and there she goes. It's steep in there.
Nice. Oh. Laced it.
Yeah, keep it on the feet.
Perfectly executed. Man, this is shaping up to be an incredible run. Just putting together another little feature right here. Oh, nice.
Yeah, Mia having herself one right now.
Kept it on her feet. She's going for another feature, too. Nice little pop in. Held it together. Skiing really, really strong.
That's going to be a high-scoring run. I am so stoked for Britta right now.
Wow, it was an awesome run. She can keep it on her feet all the way to the bottom. I would put her in first or second. That's a solid, solid run.
Making the Squaw Valley folks proud.
Unbelievable skiing out of the young American, 16 years old. She's got a lot of skiing ahead of her still. Take a quick look at this top air one more time. Zero hesitation, lined it up, went huge, stomped it.
And yeah, coming in here where Marie Bouvard went, the winner right now, and man, just really lacing this line section. Just takes a second to look in, and then she cruises right out that bottom, making a nice turn right away.
Really confident and committed skiing. That's what we really like to see. It's fun to watch for us, and the judges especially love that. Another great air down here. Man, that was a solid run.
Yeah, she's got to be stoked on that one, putting one to her feet.
Puts her
second
in
place.
Second. Nice. With a 69.33, she's got to be really proud of those efforts. Next up, we've got Stephanie Freeman out of Austria, hometown lady.
This is the second to last ski lady of the day. So I know these two ladies are hungry and want to take Marie off that top spot.
That's right. With a line like that so far, she could do it.
Oh, going very fast. Almost getting a little hung up there, but she doesn't. Nice slash out on the edge of those cliffs.
Nice turn through the midsection here. Really opening it up, keeping the fluidity up, making her way over.
Second part of the venue here.
She can lace up some nice features down here. She could be a contender for that top 3 spot. Nice turns right here, finding the fresh pow, lining it up through the goalie. Nice. Looks like she's having fun too.
That is what it is all about. If
That
you're not
is-
having fun, you're doing it wrong.
That's right. Lining up
she
a
wants
feature.
piece. Oh, no.
Shoot.
Where are these gremlins coming from? Just taking people's skis right off of them.
Ah, man, that snow is really difficult to deal with. You can tell she's a bit disappointed, but man, that was an incredible run up until then.
Good efforts by the Austrian Stephanie Freeman. I'm sure this is not the last we will see of you.
Yeah, unfortunately, just losing a ski there, which is going to give her a lack of score. Looks like she's able to hop up and grab it, probably be able to ski to the bottom there. And then we've got one more ski female left, and then we will be moving on to the ski men category.
Pretty excited.
I am too. It's going to be a great show. It's been an incredible show so far. All of these athletes are really proving themselves. They're pushing the sport, and man, we've got some people to watch out for.
Yeah. Stoked to see the future. Stoked the family is alive and well over here in Europe.
Absolutely. Let's take another look at this little bobble here. Lined it up, just barely getting hung up in that deep snow. Ski coming off. Unfortunately, that's gonna dock her points there.
I think in that slow-mo clip, I just saw a hand come out, just grab the ski right off her foot.
I'm sure that's what it felt like to her too, because she looked like she had that turn completely under control, and sometimes those skis just pop off. Luckily on snowboards that can't happen. Climbing up, getting her ski right now. Should be able to get them back together and finish her run out here, and then we will have Jill Lennart from Germany dropping next. Stephanie's just taking a minute to get her skis set back up. She's going to pop back into those and cruise to the bottom of the venue there. Unfortunately, she won't get a score for this after losing her skis, but solid run, great air up top, wonderful turns in the midsection, and overall really great skiing. Quick little look around. You can see it's perfect conditions out there. Beautiful bluebird day. Honestly, could not ask for better conditions for a contest like this.
Yeah, the terrain around this resort is just mind-blowing. With a day like today, you could go ski some of the best runs of your life.
Oh man, we've been losing our minds all day. We arrived this morning waiting for the contest to start, and we were all just frothing over all of the lines and all of the options there are. Stephanie's got her skis back on now, making her way to the end of the venue, popped back in. She's not giving up yet, though. She's going to put on a show for us, and we love that. Cruising down, arcing some turns there. Nice little air, just to prove that she can ski. Awesome skiing out of this girl out of Austria, hometown, home country. Unfortunately, losing those skis, but those bottom 2 airs just solidified what a good skier she is. Next up is Jill Lennart out of Germany on course.
The only person who can take that top spot away from returning champion Marie Bovard. Let's see what she's got for us.
Yeah, I'm sure she's hungry for that title, and I hope she puts one down. Coming up for that top air, the rest of the girls have gone for a little air off the side there, keeping it together, keeping it on the feet, fluid.
Yeah, now she's just going to rip some nice smooth turns down there, keeping it nice and flowy. Yeah, she is 16 years of age from Germany. So lots of free riding ahead of her, and yeah, she's only just getting started.
That's right. She's got a bright future ahead of her, many more competitions to do, and she's got to be super proud of her efforts getting here all the way to the Freeride Junior World Championships in Kappl. Unbelievable for all of these kids. What a treat to come to Austria and have conditions like this.
Oh, man.
Making her way to the midsection now, coming up and over that little uphill that gave some others some trouble, making easy work of it, coming into a different zone, which we love to see.
Oh, I've wanted someone to hit this all day. Nice. Getting a little corner piece of it. Now ripping some good turns.
Laced that air, getting a creative line. It's nice to see him branch out and do something a little bit different.
Oh, and she's going for a new line, putting some sick turns there. Oh, you can see the slough pull. Oh, and coming out the bottom.
Sick. That was epic. Handled the slough management well, skiing out the bottom super fast, arcing some turns. That's a great run.
Yep.
She should be really stoked on that.
Putting her mark on this venue. Those turns will be some proud turns. You
Absolutely.
could see that little slough get pulled off, and she managed that really nicely.
Like a pro, man. That was incredible.
Didn't get blinded.
No, just
nice
ripping
work
down.
from Jill Leonard.
Yeah, last one of the day. Let's take a quick look at this top air again. Lining it up. Popping off the corner here. Stomp.
Gets a little corner piece, then comes in. And the real prize was this stuff down low. Little side feature up here. But
yeah.
Let's see, that bottom move was really, really cool. Look at those nice turns, nice sham turns on top. And
yeah.
You can see that piece pull, and she jumps with her slough.
Oh, that was sick.
Oh, and just comes riding out. Big
Perfect
smile
execution.
on her face. Oh, she's stoked.
Ew.
And she's only 16. She's got so many more years to come.
Absolutely. She's got to be super proud of her efforts. That was so much fun to watch. And I bet that'll be a top 3 score.
Repping those Black Crows.
Put her in
you
third.
were right.
68
third
points.
Place. She's so excited with that one.
Congrats to all the ski women. What a show. Awesome to see all you ladies sending those big airs, stomping, ripping turns, handling the variable snow conditions. What a show. Congrats to our top 3. We're going to show you the top 3 results right now and the rest of the results of the ski women category.
Yeah, and the returning champion, she does it again, Maria Bovard.
Force to be reckoned with.
Stoked for her. That was a really impressive run. And then, yeah, another sibling crew from the United States getting second, Britta Winans, followed by Jill Leonard, whose run we just watched, and that was some impressive skiing.
Man, such impressive skiing from these girls.
It's just such a shame for those girls that lost shoes. They still were out here. They still qualified, and I hope they're all having a great time out in the sun there.
Absolutely. What a show. What a treat to watch these athletes. Up next, we've got the ski men. Here's the start list. We're going to start with Xavier Thobod out of Great Britain.
Yeah, and a big, diverse ski men field. Can't wait to watch these guys throw down. I was always a junior competitor for the last, I don't know, since I was 13. So these are my boys, and I'm psyched to watch what they have and the show that they're going to put on. Lots of really ripping skiers from all over. Heavy-hitting names. And, yes, the biggest field of the day, there are 29 of them. So they're our biggest field of the day, but that's because, man, I think these guys are going to put on a show.
Absolutely. 29 of the best freeride juniors in the world. And we are about to start this category again out of Great Britain. Amazing to see how many people are coming out of that place and ripping these big mountain lines.
Yes, Xavier Theobald from Great Britain. I heard he's living in France now. So getting some big mountain practice and experience. And like I said, these juniors have been kind of on the same circuit as we have all year, so it's been really cool to watch these boys throw down at all of our events and have the crowd.
Absolutely. Let's see what Xavier's got for us, and he's dropping in now. Heading over to that skier's left side, bringing some speed.
Oh,
sick little
nice
air.
hip transfer. Oh, it is on now. Stoked to watch these ski men put it down, really making quick work of that top section, Getting some creativity off the top. No one's hit that like a hip yet, so those judges are going to like that one for sure.
Oh, yeah, that looks like mad
Oh,
fun.
and with the 3 into the pocket. Man.
Sick little transfer over that spine.
It is on now. The show is here. Sick work of that double stage section there, and he's got one more move here to go. And just coming off with a nice hip there. Oh, 2 more moves. I was wrong.